We're
And
back.
ladies and gentle cars, we are back in the pick ban phase. Overpass and Ancient have been banned already. UBC is on the clock, and we're going to see what they're going to be picking out going into this one. And yeah, I'm really excited that Ancient is off the board here. I was not looking forward to that, and we got some exciting ones. Maybe
Yeah, I
trade?
mean, I was gonna say your train is still sitting up there. We still have Dust 2, Mirage, and Nuke. I haven't seen much Inferno. I'd like to see at least another Inferno map be played. But UBC Elite taking their time with this ban. And before we dive any deeper into things, T Noodle, who do you have winning this grand final, walking out of here with the first place prize?
I do believe I have Phantom Sense taking this one. They've just looked so strong ever since they did. I mean, I don't see a way that UBC is going to be able to take this one. However, I said that about Rain Above yesterday, and UBC showed out. They came back and they won. Anything is possible. It's online CS, but now we're in a
Man,
BO3. We'll see what happens.
T Noodle biting the hand that's feeding him, going against UBC. Me, with the performance that UBC just showed us against Ashland, I thought it was going to be Ashland versus Phantom Sense. I said as soon as the 13-1 happened, I was like, Ashland, Phantom Sense, grand final, lock it in. I was wrong. And Deserve Lost is going to have to be the hero if he wants to keep his team alive and winning. So I'm going to go with the hometown team. UBC Elite is going to take the dub, and they are going to sign me on for more events, and not you, T Noodle, because you went against them.
Hey, it's okay. We can't be too much of homers here, right? Not really sure what the picks ended up as. It's not really showing us on the Faceit little scoreboard here. But
It's
both
still
teams
banning, right?
no, both teams have made their picks already, and we're going to be going on to bans shortly, or we're going on to bans. UBC Elite is going to be banning in just a moment here.
Oh, did it refresh the timer? Did we come back too early? This is all your fault. Oh, nope, they banned
That's
it. They got Inferno
Inferno's
out
out.
of the
Yeah,
way,
we
so
we we just don't know what's been picked. That is kind
I
of.
guess that's true. I would imagine Dust 2 and Mirage were picked, and then probably Decider Nuke. That's my guess.
Dang, that's a lot of basic maps right there.
It's a lot of basic maps, but
I dude, I think Phantom Sense.
I was
Wow,
completely right. Yeah, I
wow,
was completely right.
wow, that's crazy. All right, guys. So we are going to be playing it out. We're starting off on Dust 2, which I believe is UBC Elite's pick, and then we're going to be going over to Mirage, and then the decider is going to be Nuke.
Hey, I feel like does your pick change at all?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
No.
Nope. 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 They said it themselves. Zywoo is the new Shiraz, so I mean, here we are. Like,
Shiraz is the new Zywoo. Well, no,
no,
Zywoo is the new.
Zywoo's the new Shiraz. Zywoo's out
Jeez,
here copying Shiraz. Shiraz is cooking. All right.
Shiraz is cooking. Deserve was cooking last game, and we're gonna have a lot of fun while the players connect to the servers. We are going to take a quick break. Quick shout out to the sponsors, Metastacks and Blob. See, proud of me. I did. All right. Looks like all the players have connected to the server. The knife round will begin here shortly. Really quick, gave a shout out to sponsors, but I'm gonna give a shout out to my man T Noodle. Follow him on Twitter, oh my T Noodle, and a shout out to me at Momo CS2. I forgot my handle. I'm glad it says it behind me. Under me.
Yeah, we're excited to cast this game, and we are going live into what should be a fake knife round, I would guess. I imagine that the side is going to be for the team that is not picking, and yeah, they're just giving the free kills away as a... believe this
Is it backwards? Am I crazy? HUD's backwards.
Oh wait, no, we have
HUD's wrong.
UBC and Ashland. We need to fix the HUD. Because it is not UBC versus Ashland. It is UBC versus Phantom Sense.
Yes, UBC versus Phantom Sense. Looks like it was just a HUD fix that we imported. We got the best of 3 in there. Just the wrong. Actually, is that the best of 3? I can't tell.
Yeah, it's not backwards. I mean, it is backwards, but we also do have the wrong teams in here. But we are starting up this game on the CT side right now. It is going to be Phantom Sense. UBC Elite on their map pick are going to be starting on T. And Lucas
and Shiraz getting started early.
Yeah, Shiraz opening it up on Warren. And they're just progressing. Last 4 players look to kind of ease their way through mid. It's going to be 3 going that way. And the bomb sitting in upper tunnels. There are still 2 on B. As we do have the HUD updated, showing the correct thing. Gosha gets a pick onto Dan. And this is not looking good for UBC Elite. And Cloudy sitting down below. Gosha with a kill as well by Cloudy. And now Fidali, last alive, goes down. And it's 1-0 Phantom Sense.
That is not what you want to see. UBC eliminating Ashland Esports on Dust 2, but not able to find a single kill against Phantom Sense. And we know that they struggled against them before. And that's what led you to pick Phantom Sense in your prediction, but I still have hope. It's just a pistol round. No need to set off the alarms and panic yet.
Yeah, but pistol round in CS2, we know how important it is. Lurk coming up from Cat, but it's actually a nice little trade from Fidali. He's been big so far in this tournament.
Yeah, what a nice nade as well. Only gets deserved down to 42.
Yeah, Shiraz getting hungry, gets 2 kills with that MP9, trying to feed that bank so he can pick up an op early. And Dan and Warren are going to be the last 2 remaining for UBC Elite.
Yeah, now it's just going to be a mow down. As Warren is the last one standing with this P250, so he's bound to find one with how the tournament's been going so far. Switches to that Deagle. Almost hits a nice shot, but it's going to be Lucas. Down to 3 HP. Phantom Sense convert on that second round. The guns start to come in for UBC Elite. You need to get the ball rolling early. You just lost 13-1 to these guys.
And look at this. Shiraz looking to get the ball rolling very early. Op on round number 3 off the back of those MP9 kills. He is hungry, and I'm really excited if we can get a Shiraz cam here shortly because he's looking to play some aggressive plays here.
And popping that smoke, the flashes are over, but it's actually going to be Lurk. Gets traded out by Dan, though. Shiraz not able to find anything with that up through the smoke, having to relocate a little early into the round. And no decision's been made yet by UBC. We saw a lot of this cat play the last game against Ashland.
Yeah, 4v4, it usually favors the side of UBC Elite. But I'm liking this long control. Phantom Sense to elect to switch it up here. They want to make sure one angle is cut off completely, and that's a unlikely miss from Shiraz, and that might be a little bit of a window here. But they actually fall back.
Yeah, kind
of
smart.
Rotations here.
You do not want to go against Shiraz, so you're just going to send it. And Fidali actually opening up the side a little bit. It has that car player to clear as Cloudy stays strong with the UMP.
Yeah, and they're not able to find him just yet. Somehow he's staying alive, popping up. Deserve Loss does eventually get him. And they're actually planting this bomb safe. I'm not sure about that, but they still do have the advantage. And Shiraz is the last one alive with this op. He's just going to be trying to save here. but I don't think he's going to have it likely. He's burned it to a crisp, and UBC Elite getting the first round on the board on their map.
Yeah, really interesting to keep Dust 2 on the board. But if you're Phantom Sense and you like the map as well, then why not play it? It's a team that you just slaughtered. It's looking like the way Dan's playing, he's going to go for this aggression out long, I'd imagine. Trying to find an op kill.
Dan's going for it early, wants this pick, but
Oh.
just out of range. So
Look
close.
how quick he is. He's
Yeah,
Warren
and
killing Shiraz and lower.
Warren gets an early pick. 5v4 is the advantage for UBC Elite. They're already doing more than they were on Ancient, but Cloudy gets a kill, instantly traded by Dan. And now 4v3, this util. Really rough here for Phantom Sense for the remaining time in this round. And Lurk, he's going to aggress, try to beat the molly, but Dan takes him down. And now slowing down the round, we are going to see AJN take down Gosha, and the last player alive is going to be Lucas.
Lucas catches Dan looking the wrong way. He's going to have the opportunity to save the op.
Oh no.
But he unscopes right at the wrong time. Is now hightailing it out of there as much as he can.
Dude, that knife is sick.
I was gonna say that's actually a really nice knife. If you pair that, you can pair that with some nice gloves. And the hunt is on as you see the players starting to collapse from Long and Cat. Lucas is gonna have his work put out for him.
And yeah, Feedly takes him down. It's all tied up here at 2. UBC Elite really showing that they're here to play. It's not Ancient.
Yeah, whenever we get a timeout, I'll give you a story about my Rocket League college days and us throwing some games.
You needed skins or what?
No, I didn't get skins. I did an interview beforehand saying that we were gonna stomp and meme on them, and then we got O2'd, even though it was a team that we already beat once. So I guess that's kind of the story. But Phantom Sense has the opportunity to make their story just as similar as mine.
Don't think they want to do that. They are going to be here in a tough buy for USP's 157, and that 5-7 is in the right spot. It opens it up, but that's all they're good for as 4 kills come on the board. It's deserved loss. Warren and AJN committing to that, and now Cloudy in this 1v4 with just a pistol, with no life now, as UBC takes the first lead of the day.
You were absolutely right saying UBC's first game against Phantom Sense was a warm-up game, because this is a completely different team. This is the same team that took down Ashland, and they are staying composed now.
Yeah, I am loving what I am seeing from UBC. Phantom Sense really bought into round number 3, committing to an early op, and they weren't able to do much. And that forced them to these saves. And now Shiraz forced into an awkward spot, but somehow for the first dink gets the kill. But it's going to be the trade, and another trade, and another trade. And now it's 3v2. Phantom Sense are in the lead of this round.
Yeah. Have to imagine they play back. It's AJN playing really aggressive, actually able to find, it's Dan finding Gosha. And now 2v2 makes things awkward, especially with this much time on the clock. You could wrap it all the way around Long and not even risk it.
Yeah, you basically just said it right there. They can slow this down completely. Cloudy and Lurk are very split right now. One just wants to hold B and mid to B, whereas Lurk looks to just take that long control. And it looks like the commitment from UBC Elite is going to be towards this A site. And I really hope with the knowledge that they have, they should clear this short area. And I really hope they decide to just plant for Cat and play to where they're known already.
Right, especially with an op. If you plant for Cat, it's
But they're
so
planning
strong
safe.
here. But yeah, absolutely. They are planning safe. So it makes holding this site just that much more awkward.
I don't really get that. I mean, it's still in their favor. They have an op ready to hold long, where Lurk is going to be popping out. That Jiggle is going to get some info. And they're just looking for the second, and Cloudy does take down AJN, and this is going to be very tough for Dan. This is why you didn't want to plant on site. You didn't want to be stuck in this awkward corner, and that's going to get them the round. Phantom Sense tied up at 3.
Yeah, I mean, you can't plant the bomb there and then split up like that. If you do plant the bomb there, you need to take some sort of control together. But again, even no matter where you go to take control at, you're going off site and away from the bomb. So you put yourself in a really awkward spot for the 2v2. Whereas if you just plant for cat, you're both able to go on cat and have an op in such a strong position.
Yeah, I really don't get what their thought process was there. I mean, you can plant for cat relatively safe. You want to progress, but you don't need to commit too deep. And then you can just plant for cat. Like you said, play it both, retake cat, and you're just the round's down. You know they're low on util.
But Phantom Sense granted the third round.
Yeah,
Oh,
lots of sprays
Elite.
through the smoke and through the wall. Good way to start out the round for UBC as they have a 5v4 advantage. Shiraz wants to make some magic happen with that op. He hasn't been really activated so far in this game.
Open. Smoke's gonna come in, and you know UBC loves to take this cat control. The round slows to a crawl as the players start to group up towards mid. I wouldn't be surprised if Shiraz just fires through the smoke, getting some vision.
Yeah,
That's a
I'm
real
liking
nice.
how UBC is calling so far. They're just playing into a default, playing into these fights. Lurk does take down Feedly, and Gosha takes down Warren. And it's all crumbling. There's no reason to take 1v1s here when you have the man advantage. And now they're down in a 3v2.
Right, they're gonna try to 2v1 this player. Actually gets the cross, and that's the A open. If they go B here, they're gonna have to fight Gosha.
Yeah, but they're together. They should be able to get this trade out. It's one man alone. Gosha looks to make the move, and Dan gets the kill. 4-3 is the lead for UBC.
What a recovery. Killing both players on CT cross towards A, and then marching right up to Gosha's front door and swinging together. That's what you like to see from these teams.
Yeah, UBC is making me nervous. I mean, that's the weird thing about picking Dust 2. There are a lot of maps when you are technically the worst team that you can still win because just based on strat alone. Dust 2 is just whoever's feeling it that game. And right now it's UBC.
Not sure. I guess Cloudy tagging Dan with that scout, so he's going to be put on low HP very early on in this round as the UBC players start to look towards the B bomb site.
Yeah, just playing it slowly, making sure no one's playing ratty. They are aware that it should be an eco round. Warren creeping up onto A site. He does have a little gap, finds one, takes down Lurk, making sure no one's pressing the smoke. There's someone sitting at Ninja. That could be very close. They're looking to wrap. Speedily, deserve lost, get kills. Luke does get it on Warren. That is going to be an AK in hand.
And they still don't have a bomb site at all. Is Cloudy still alive with the scout, looking to make some magic happen.
It's going to be
Dan.
Dan. Crept below the scope. Walk through door, gets the kill. Lucas does take out Dan. Now it's a 3v1 advantage. The bomb is going down. I imagine they're going to want to save this AK.
Lucas having a look at it, but yeah, he decides ultimately that an AK would be best for the next round. He's allowed to live, playing jump rope, but deserve lost. That's the recoil reset.
Yeah, right now this is very strong showing here from UBC Elite, but we did talk about it earlier. The CT side of Dust 2, one of the most annoying halves to play in the map pool. And these rounds, it's just been filled with a lot of awkward encounters, just people peeking at weird times right now. Nothing really collective, nothing really together.
It's also nice to point out here, it looks like a raffle's about to start for an op. Just whenever I say that, Shiraz wins the raffle, taking down Feedly with his op.
Warren trades it back. He hears some info, but Shiraz takes down Warren. And now the CT side, Phantom Sense in a 4v3 lead on this 9th round. They need to get something going. They need to get some confidence rolling through their veins. And he's looking, he's hunting, he's missing. Deserve Lost is absolutely cooking right now. 3v3, they're looking to progress onto A, and it's just one man hiding out in the smoke. He gets Lucas, that's the bomb down. And it's gonna be two players rotating in from CT. AJN on the A site with his teammate, and Deserve Lost. And they're gonna jump, they're gonna look for the bomb, but he gets hit, he's down to 4. And Cloudy takes down Deserve, and now it's gonna be AJN just on the 4 HP. I don't really know if he's gonna be able to do this. He's trying to throw that molly, he's trying to throw that smoke. And now it's his time to count in 3 and jump across, try to move. He's making the nades happen.
Both players are going to go cat here.
Yeah, they are going on cat, and they're staying together. They want to make sure this is a 2v1 at all times. They want to be able to trade each other. And AJN, he's looking for the fight, but the fight's coming to him as they take down the head. Gosha gets the kill in the round.
Man, that bomb going down on long. Lucas being the hero. I surely thought that he wasn't going to find any value with 3 players collapsing on him, but the value he got was actually outstanding, delaying just long enough for his teammates to recover.
Really good play from them. Phantom Sense looking to settle in, but this is a really strong side for UBC. I mean, they lost the pistol round. That's at least 2, and they only lose 2. And then the 2 rounds they did lose outside of that have been defuses.
Yeah, they've been really close rounds. One on a blunder plant, you could say, and then another one just losing the bomb on long as Shiraz playing so aggressive with that up that he likes to do. Unable to find any value as this long push starts to happen on the side of UBC.
Players. Yeah, 3 players from UBC just probing that long, but Shiraz is here. We talked about how mobile he is, how aggro he is. And he wants this. He wants his first presence, and I think it already scared them off of it. As the bomb is collected back towards middle and moving back towards catwalk actually, but Lurk playing an off angle gets 2.
And nade chunking down Deserve. About 25 HP lost there. Lurk finding those 2 really nice. Warren trades it back finally. But you're still working with a disadvantage here.
Got a smoke for a deep cross. I wonder how it's going to be played. And now it's going to be Warren catching Shiraz as he was like looking around for the other player.
Yeah, and Deserve actually got the timing out the smoke when the op wasn't looking. So Shiraz just wasn't ready because his teammate got taken down.
It was just coming from long. And Cloudy's coming from cat. This is going to be very tough hold, but they are playing in decent angles here. The first player, Gosha, has been spotted at long. He takes down Warren. And now in this 1v2, Deserve Lost is going to have to come up big here. He gets the first. Cloudy just around this corner, jumping over the barrel, and Deserve Lost gets the kill. 6-4, UBC. They're cooking right now, Momo.
Yeah, Deserve with a huge clutch there to keep his team in the lead. And once again, I do want to criticize the plant position. It's not as outrageous as it was in the 2v2. But still, whenever you're forcing yourself to play on these sites, you're basically a sitting duck, or in that case, it was a sitting goose. Luckily, able to turn around on its head and still convert.
You'd never want to be stuck on the bomb site with the bomb. The greatest enemy for a retake is the timer. And that really defeats that purpose. But Feedly with a nice double opener onto Lucas and Shiraz. And he is feeling himself. He wants another. He gets it, and now it's only 2 remaining. Cloudy and Lurk, you better hide, because Feedly is feeling himself. And I'm pretty sure he's coming. He's hungry, but Deserve Lost takes the ace, which was deserved for him.
Wasn't even the ace, as Lurk somehow gets that kill. Such long range on barrels down through mid with the MP9. Continuing to take that fight, AJN puts a stop to those antics. And yeah, really good half, really good T side from UBC. We were talking about it before. We both prefer T side on this map. But if you're able to convert 8 here, you are in prime position to close out map 1 and take a lead on a team that beat you on Ancient 13-1.
I mean, T side is just so much better on this map because I feel like it's like you're sledding downhill. You are just able to run them down. And it's just so awkward to hold these CT sides, especially A. And there's a rain of flashes. Somehow Lurk is good for 1, but that's all they're going to get is Deserve Lost gets the trade for 2.
Yeah, and exactly what you said is correct. It is like you're moving downhill. You get so much momentum because the CTs have to either put a lot towards
Lurk.
long or nothing. But
That lurk is good. It's probably only going to be good for one as they do chase him down.
oh,
But that might be
flying.
just enough. These should be good post plants.
Did they plant for cat?
I'm not quite sure where they decided to plant here.
I hope it's
They
for
do
long.
still have a player at long. And they are taking the fights. That is a dink. Dan gets a pick, but it's traded by Lucas.
Oh,
And now just in this 1v2 is Lucas. He's trying to find where the second player is, but Dan sits him down like a whack-a-mole.
great stuff from UBC. Great stuff from Dan. And more importantly, deserve loss. We talked about him cooking. But man, 14-4 right now. What have you seen from the Phantom Sense that kind of gives you hope going into this other half?
I mean, Shiraz was hitting his shots for the most part. I feel like most of the players have been hitting their shots. I feel like UBC has just been playing weird, and I don't know if it's intentional. I mean, like we talked about with the misplant and with a little bit of the mid rounding, giving up 1v1s. And I think it's just been catching Phantom Sense off guard, but looking to catch them off guard. The CT play, which is a stack here from UBC, getting the 9th. And you know what? Play into it. You've been playing weird this whole game. Play weird on this. Catch Phantom Sense off guard because you're cooking with that.
Yeah, right whenever you say it, playing weird. The weirdest CT setup I think I've ever seen. You sacrifice Deserve early, but you have 3 players set up in like a surprise birthday party formation to just trade off each other afterwards as a missed smoke's coming in from the B side, so you're gonna have no utility down. Just a flash and a smoke to run through this, and they all eat a nade.
Yeah, but it's just an A1S holding it down, but I believe he has support now.
Ooh.
But that's going to be a kill. Now Dan and Deserve lost, looking to eat him up. And just 1 remaining. Make it none remaining. 10 on the board. UBC, they're on double digits.
And Phantom Sense might want to consider taking a timeout, taking a pause, and talk about how they're going to get right back on track in this game. Because right now, it looks like they might be going down map 1.
This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough to climb back into this. Phantom Sense does have a bunch of utility, but they have 3 Galils. And probing for info. He does get
Really
caught out from a
aggressive.
crossfire here from lower tunnel and upper mid.
Yeah, there's no reason for that.
Yeah, it really isn't. But it's the weird plays that have been keeping them in this one, keeping them on top. But yeah, it's just these kills going the way of Phantom Sense. 4v2 is the advantage for the T side. And they haven't committed to anything yet.
Lurk finding Deserve, so it's just going to be Warren standing alone. He's able to find one. But Gosha putting an end to that as well. So Phantom Sense able to find their 5th round. Maybe get the ball rolling. A lot of weird plays have been happening from UBC. But they're finding themselves getting a little too aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to criticize it, but that's why that's how they got their lead, was playing awkward with these unnecessary pushes, as we would mostly describe them. But I mean, if Phantom Sense is just gonna fire at all cylinders like they did the last round, could be great for them. It's just gonna be a test of if they gave away too many rounds already.
And now playing up close with these pistols, just trying to do something to throw them off again. Sitting one player out long and doubling up the rest. And Dan's just sitting with the Zeus.
Yeah, he wants it. And somehow it's only a 1-for-1 over on Catwalk as the Deagle takes down Shiraz. Zeus, and it's spicy. Is he out? He's, I don't know if he's spotting or if he thinks that thing's got long range. He's
I think
just
he's just
creeping back
messing with
in.
him. He's just in his head right now. Gosha doesn't know what to do. This guy's moonwalking on us. We're gonna just take this towards the B bomb site. But if you do that, you have 2 players set up back to back. This would
Oh,
be a terrible
they're
time to
pushing
break
though.
this. Oh, the timing. If you would have just stayed strong, you may have actually found a way to win the round. But now you leave one player alone. It's going to be AJ in to hold the bomb site.
Oh, and he jumped over AJN, which allows him to get one. But he does go
Really?
trade it out, and Feedly gets another. And now it's a 2v2 on this retake. The spam! So rough for them. And now it's just going to be a 1v2 with Dan. He is on such low HP, and he's on even less now as Phantom Sense pick up their 6th.
Yeah, Phantom Sense starting to get momentum, but just for an eco round, things started to get awkward. So if you're UBC, you don't want to worry too much. But a weird assortment of weapons coming out. You got M4s, AUGs, FAMASs, MP9s, and OP. Everyone has a different weapon.
Dude, that is crazy. What is going into it? And Phantom Sense really is changing up the pace as they are putting a lot towards long.
Yeah, this lower stack's not going to find anything, really. It's long what you need to be worried about.
Dan actually
there it
does,
is.
with his boost, find the lower player. It's Gosha going down early. 3 players with the bomb from Phantom Sense are going to be on this long side.
And now that you know the Opera's put up over here, do you really want to invest into this round?
Oh, yes, you do.
Both
Tags
enemies.
back and forth.
Yeah, 5 HP for Dan, 8 HP for Lurk. Is Dan's armor 20?
Yeah, that's that. I don't know how it could get down to 20. I mean, they just bought up
It's gonna be
armor into this
multiple
round.
rounds. No,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
no, wait, you're absolutely right. He died last round, so I don't know how it's 20 either.
yeah, I mean, that would be one thing if you got hit by like 15 Glock bullets, but here we are. And we'll see if that plays any effect here. He is sitting on an op. And the Phantom Sense team are creeping on the edge of the smoke. And that bait, oh no, that bait is going to have Dan looking in the wrong place as Lurk is sneaking.
Oh.
But Dan finds him. He's traded out by Lucas. But oh my goodness, the trades are just going back and forth. And the CT side is on top here. It's 3v1. Make it 3v0. 11-6 is the lead.
Both times that round, we doubted Dan's ability to find anything, and he proved us wrong both times. To be fair, mine was less egregious than that. I knew he was good for one on ramp. I just didn't think the long play was going to take so long to develop. I thought they'd force the rotate a lot sooner than what they did.
And look at this buy here from Phantom Sense. They have 1 AK, 2 Digs, 2 Tech 9s.
Oh, what a nade.
And they fully committed to this. They want to bite back at the UBC team. There's 3 presents in tunnels, 2 at middle. And Dan's going to have to come up huge here. But no, it's Lucas. The 1 AK in the round sits down Dan. But these trades are actually going back and forth. And this is really bad as AJN is the last player alive. And he's on B. He's hunting, but he can't get nothing. 7 on the board, 3 standing alive. Phantom Sense winning a round they really should not have.
Right, and they were all in that round. And just such a prolonged fight with AJN and Gosha going at it. One had a Deagle, one had an AK, but whenever all you can see is the top of the head, it's really hard to hit in a situation where all your teams are dying.
And this is going to be forcing a save round here for UBC. Shiraz does open it up. They saw a lot of players cross, so they're hunting for this lower guy. Dan does get one. He wants more, but he's not going to have it as Shiraz gets his second.
Feedly with this Deagle. He's been dangerous all game. 15 and 13.
How much value can he find? Soon. These mollies are touching. They're burning. They're crisping, and Lucas takes him down.
Yeah, that should put an end to this round, making it 11-8 for Phantom Senses. Warren just trying to find any value, spraying through the smoke with an MP9. His deserve lost. Honestly, you might want to just save the full armor here.
This is not great here for UBC. They do have rounds to play with, but when Phantom Sense is cooking, they cook, and these rounds have looked really strong for them.
Right, and I'm really surprised to see no team has taken a timeout here. We've seen UBC take timeouts in the past, so I wouldn't be surprised if they use one here. How many times is the MP9 not able to find the kill on Cloudy? But how many times have you seen a game just like this flip a couple rounds and then Phantom Sense would be the one sitting on match point? I feel like it's so common 11-8 to get turned on its head so fast.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the name of the game when you're playing, especially on the back half on the CT side. You're not really able to stabilize your economy. And we're seeing that. UBC are going to be in another save. And the next buy, it's not going to be a good one. Like, so Dan's going to be having that op. And
Oh,
AJN's going to be taking that tag. Ooh.
Dan with the Zeus. He really wants to find a Zeus kill this series. As he hears the Molly,
Yeah, and
pulls
that
Lucas's
kill
head.
from AJN might give Dan a little bit of leeway here. But no, Cloudy takes the head of Dan. Lurk takes out Warren. And now it's going to be one player remaining. Deserve loss with this AK. Do you deserve to keep it? I hope you do.
Yeah, and also been kind of quiet this half. We talked about his KD. I believe he was, what, 14-4? So now he's sitting at a 16-9.
Yeah, he's slowed down on the CT side. It's a really tough half to play. And UBC, they are going to need him if they want to close this map out. As Phantom Sense does look to plant for number 9 right here.
Yeah, they're going to be given number 9. And like we were talking about, that's just how Dust 2 goes on the CT side of things. If you're not able to convert many CT sided rounds or many T sided rounds, then you're really going to struggle on CT.
And now they're just going to be hunting, seeing what Phantom Sense can find. But he's sitting in T spawn. They're progressing pretty quickly. They're going to be going to T very soon.
Yeah, they're going to have like 15 seconds to find them here, and they're going to molly themselves off, but running through it is Lurk.
Yeah, that might be what allows Deserve to stay alive here. Might have delayed him just enough. He is going to have contact, but he's not ready as the noise was made. He goes down to Lurk.
I really like that the soccer ball was kicked at him before the swing.
Dude, it's a fake flash with the soccer ball.
Dude, it like actually pulled my eyes towards it. I wonder if Deserve caught a glimpse of it. Maybe he wasn't ready for the angle. I mean, such an awkward angle to begin with. We talked about CT economy and how awkward this buy would be. Looking at the utility. Not the smoke they wanted. Or not the molly they wanted. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's just going to be a slow play, slow progression here from Phantom Sense. They know that this is the first buy in a while. They want to play it a little bit here to have the util dwindle on UBC, as we do see that as there are only 2 smokes left for them, and they do only have the 1 defuse kit on Feedly. Well, actually 2 defuse kits on Feedly and Dan.
Yeah, 2 smokes and 2 nades without any kills. So I would say without anything happening, Phantom Sense still find themselves in a prime position to win this round. They just have to play the trades right.
Yeah, they have to find what UBC decides to give them. UBC has been switching it up. We saw them play really aggressive, play kind of a little bit too aggressive earlier. But now they're playing extremely passive.
Yeah, 40 seconds. It's going to be a mid to B.
Well, the util is out for mid to B. I'm not sure if it's going to be a commit. We are seeing 2 go through. And Dan opens it up onto Lucas.
And
That's
bombs
going to be a
towards
big
tons.
starter. Yeah,
Oh, missed
Dan
shot
is going to
though.
have to come alive. He does go down. AJN in the bait situation. Gets the first. He needs the second. He gets taken out from mid, but Deserve lost and Feedly get the others. It's 12. It's match point. UBC fans, you better start barking for the boys.
You and wanting people to bark for their team. Bark, bark, UBC. Bark away. But I'll tell you what, Phantom Sense really was in a nice opportunity to win that round and just made the incorrect decision of going where they could get shot at by both angles. Because if they would have went long, I believe that round would have been a cakewalk for them.
Still going to be tough as the money is still strong here for Phantom Sense. That op is still in the hand of Shiraz. You can't count them out. 12-9. It's only 3 rounds away. Anything is possible, especially here on Dust 2.
Such a good map we're getting to
Oh,
watch
no.
here.
This setup, it is not good if the hit's going to be coming to A. But they're lucky. There's no one lurking towards long.
Yeah, without a lurk towards long, this does get a little tricky with 3 players rotating here.
Now this might be good here. Feedly opens up the round onto Lucas. But actually, there's just a bunch of players here on elbow going down, but Lurk and Cloudy make it work somehow. It's only 2 alive here for UBC. It's Warren and AJN on this retake. And they're going to be both coming up from Catwalk as the long presence is here. It is planted for the plateau there at long. And now Gosha in a 1v2 of sorts here on the A site. Jumping up at the worst time, gets taken down, and Warren makes it a double. There's only 1 player left, and it's Cloudy. But that smoke, I think it went to the wrong spot.
Yeah.
I think it's behind the bomb, and Cloudy's gonna have some vision.
It's
the defuse is coming, and AJN gets the defuse, gets the ninja, gets the round. UBC take a lead 1-0.
What a crazy map 1. Wow. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I really thought Phantom Sense was in a nice position to win the last 2 rounds that we watched, but UBC find a way to turn it on its head. So take a look.
We talk about it all the time, how close this game is, how exciting UBC has made it so far. They had a close game with Rain Above yesterday, somehow won that. And just to paint a picture for all you guys just joining this game, UBC got smashed by Phantom Sense on Ancient earlier, 13-1 in the upper bracket final. But here we are, grand finals, best of 3, your map pick. You show up, show out, 13-9. And yeah, they all showed up on this map.
Yeah, everybody from every team. I mean, there really wasn't one star player in particular. And Deserve, obviously, 18-11. And AJN's actually going to get the map MVP, going 17-14, but opening the map up quite a bit for his team in that entry position.
Yeah, this game was just incredible to watch. The next map is going to be Mirage. It is going to be the map pick of Phantom Sense. And depending on what happens there, we might see a nuke game on the last. But we are going to be sending it over to a quick break, and we'll be seeing you guys in just a jiffy. Welcome back, everybody. We are so excited to jump into map number 2, which is going to be Mirage. It's this grand finals of the Cascadia Cup here for UBC, brought to you by METASTACK and Blob Productions. Momo, how are you feeling going into the second map?
Dude, I'm feeling great. I'm actually surprised how fresh we feel because how long we've been going. But we've been going. Yeah, me and you.
We're fresh. We are fresh.
We're fresh. I think
I
we're
think you're
fresh.
I'm not fresh.
I'm fresh. I'm ready. I'm excited. Both of these teams have faced adversity now. You know, Phantom Sense not really losing a map. It's all been best of one. So this is the first map that they lost this tournament. So it's actually going to be really interesting to see how they respond. We actually saw SML. Mirage was the map where he popped off on. So I'm curious if we're going to get something like that again. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it is very possible. But yeah, I mean, anything is possible here right now. But we are seeing actually a little bit of a tech pause here coming from the guys.
Poor
Uh,
Noodle.
and yeah, it's gonna be what it is. But the guy who DC'd, he did come back, and they are gonna be loading in very shortly, and we're gonna be taking you guys right into the game. Here we are on the T side. It is gonna be Phantom Sense.
And Phantom Sense, like we said, was able to close out a Mirage map earlier.
And yeah, they are all three players going to be going into Palace. A little bit different formation than we're used to seeing. It's going to be a triple waterfall as the two players at ramp going to be dropping utility. And they are going to be pushing out. I imagine they're going to be looking to push into CT here and plant for that. They are spreading. They are taking over the site. And yeah, they are going to be trying to dominate here in CT. Seeing if these close fights are going to happen. They 3-2-1 swing. And Lurk gets the first kill. AJN with the next. Feedly with another.
Oh.
And these range duels are going the way. They're fighting too long. Phantom Sense, what are you doing right now?
Yeah, really rare mistake from Phantom Sense. There's still so much time on this bomb. Maybe just not ready for all the presence that UBC had in CT, but still, you're electing to go long range fights with Glocks against the USP. So you're going for a fight that you're actually just destined to lose.
Yeah, I think Phantom Sense really just didn't know what to do here because the great play with going for CT right away, that's what you have to plant for. And then you take CT control. Usually you have one, maybe two players really close, and UBC sent everyone back. And at that point, you had three players from Phantom Sense already in CT. They had to commit somewhere. They tried going deep, and they just got torched.
You are absolutely correct. Now Shiraz able to find Dan in that awkward position.
Yeah, that's a great opener. The
But
bomb
man,
still
that's the
went down.
M4. He dropped the M4 out the window, so Lucas able to recover it and actually take down AJN with it this round. Not going the way
Yeah.
of UBC.
Oh,
Jeez.
no, it's not. Phantom Sense is definitely activating here. 5v2 is the start in this round. And yeah, it's just going to be Warren and Feedly. One player inside that ramp. They're looking for everybody. But they're not looking to give it. However, Feedly takes down Lucas. That is the M4. But Gosha taking down Warren. That's going to make it rough. I imagine Feedly wants to save. He's running. He's hiding. He wants to play in round number 3.
I actually gaslit myself because of this round, thinking Phantom Sense won round 2 as this conversion got derailed so quickly by Shiraz finding the pick window. Feedly able to stay alive here just for another second at least. Scotia's on the hunt, but misses the timing. Feedly should be spared.
Should be. Definitely if he goes lower. Yep.
Wow. He doesn't know how lucky he is, just barely able to maneuver away from all those players, but still, Phantom Sense. That Galil kill mid is really what opened everything up. The M4A4 unfortunately drops out of window.
I've never seen a gun drop out that far like that. That is absurd.
Yeah, because he was way back on the post, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was standing on top of that. That's probably
Wow.
what did
So,
it. He was
yeah, I
probably
was going to say
jiggling
the
on top of
high
it, and the movement probably flung it.
little jailbreak gun throw, deagle toss.
I've definitely tossed the bomb in a sacrificial way when trying to cross long on dust too. But now
Yeah.
a little bit of contact. It's a little bait and switch as deserve. Gets a pick, Dan. Also with the
No
two-piece.
way.
3v2 is the advantage here for UBC. Looking at biting back in this round.
And AJN with the flank, they have no idea. Both these players actually.
They did have an
So he's not going to be
idea.
ready for the second one.
No, he's not. Feedly gets the round. 2-1. UBC. Can you
Such a
feel it?
that was such a smart flank. Not exposing your second player once you get the first kill. Absolutely crazy stuff. And this game is just going to be back and forth, a slugfest. You can already tell.
We're going to be seeing a little force buy, a little buyback into this from Phantom Sense. Guns, not too great. 2 AKs, 1 Galil, 2 Tech 9s, but they are just going to be running down, and shot in the back is Lurk. However, he stays alive, and he's trying to play close to this Tech 9. We know how dangerous it is. And Shiraz opening it up onto Deserve. And Lucas on the AJ and Cloudy. Oh no! But Dan brings it a
And
little
trying to
bit
recover.
closer.
This round, this game has been crazy. Bomb down in an awkward position though, so this UBC 2v3 might be a little easier than we anticipated.
Yeah, they need to take their time. I don't know what they're doing, burning all their smokes here.
Just trying to get themselves deeper on the site so they can guard this bomb. Heard the tick of the molly.
Yeah,
Gets the dink.
they're going to be watching all the gaps. And yeah, Gosha and Shiraz take them both down. I gotta be straight up. I hate plays like that. They're retaking the site before the bomb's down, essentially.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about it. You are down a player. If you wait in CT, you are putting yourself up for 3 people to collapse in on you at once from the front and the back. But yeah, like you said, you are retaking the bomb site essentially before it's ever lost. But one thing's for sure. No team really given the space to really start running away with this one and building up economy.
Yeah, they are pushing. And yeah,
Oh,
dude, every single time that these eco rushes happen, it's always at least a 1-for-1 trade.
Right, but Phantom Sense had a good idea that maybe B-bomb sites where they need to go. With only Dan sitting here, but Dan has put a stop to a lot of these gun rounds with just a pistol. Now he has the hero rifle.
And he has the support from his teammates, but we do notice that the bomb is scurrying away. And it's just going to be Gosha sitting here now, playing a little bit of a bait play as 1's mid, and 2 are going towards A for Phantom Sense.
Yeah, it's just going to be
But
currently...
the rotate's going back for UBC. This is so intense. But as we say that, they do fall out of A. They were rotated on A for just a second. Now no one's home. Justin CT is Deserve lost. He's going to have to come up big if he deserves the win. They find one in connector. Lurk takes out Dan. And now AJN looking for another. Deserve loss does go down. Shiraz takes AJN. And last alive is going to be Warren.
And finally, a team's able to grab back-to-back rounds. So this is going to force the full eco for the side. I'm going to say that, actually. I'm going to hold my breath. What will they buy? Should be a full eco for the side of UBC. And a chance for Phantom Sense.
Nothing.
So smoke and a 5-7 is what they're working with right here as Dan jumping into underpass. It's just going to be a play up mid with these pistols.
Yeah, a little bit of stagger peek here from the CT side. Only good for 1 as we see Lurk with a beautiful spray. Good for 4 and good for 4 for Phantom Sense.
That is a hard spray to hit as here we go. First timeout of the series used by Phantom Sense. And it's just reminding me, honestly, of how hungry I am. I am dying over here, Noodle. I am hungry.
Hey, between maps, I got some water and I got a cookie. So the little sugar rush might jolt me here for another 10 rounds or so.
I don't know if I'm in the mood for Taco Bell or a mood for Metastack and practice my lineups. Hmm?
That,
Pretty good. Pretty good plug. Pretty good plug.
that was
What
pretty
can I
good.
say? Came up with it on the spot. Don't know if you could tell.
Yeah, I could definitely tell. Thanks to these beautiful graphics from Blob Productions, I was able to see what was going on the map at all times. But what's going on this map in this 4v2 game? Round number 7, Phantom Sense do have the lead. This is their map pick. They want to take control back from this series.
And more aggression towards A ramp. I do want to make it clear, by the way, Taco Bell was not part of the plug. It was just Metastacks and Blob. But player in Palace and Feedly getting a little aggressive in ramp. You know how hungry he gets for these kills. And he's going to actually stumble upon the bomb. And this is going to get really interesting. So here he goes. Da 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 da. Oop, what did I just find? It's a
Wait,
bomb
did
sitting.
he actually see it or was it below the steps? Because
He had it. Oh my goodness.
I don't know if he
I
saw
don't
it.
think he knew. No, he
I
didn't.
think it was just in that corner and he walked down the steps to
But he might
try to
find it on
cut
the way
noise.
back. Maybe.
Oh,
Just
this is
maybe.
fun. I mean, it's still just I mean, it's
But
not
Dan
gonna
and AJ, and
matter.
it doesn't matter at all.
It's not
There
gonna
he goes. He's like,
matter.
oh, the bomb's right here.
Yeah,
Guys, that bomb. They dropped it here. Just now.
that's crazy. Cloudy, just last man alive. It's not gonna be doable for them. And UBC Elite, they're gonna want to keep everyone alive here. They don't have to hunt this player. They really just need to save their armor. They need to stabilize their economy because their CT side has not been strong so far.
Cloudy with a chance of clutch. He's getting his
Oh,
back sprayed by Dan. Dan's able to pick up the final kill, and UBC improved to 3. I'm
and
starting to
speaking
derail.
improving, you might be able to improve your inventory if you join this raffle in the Twitch chat. Make sure you pop in that link, enter the name T Noodle, and I might be able to get a free skin. But here we are going into round number 8. 4-3 is the lead from Phantom Sense off the back of a win from UBC. And Phantom Sense are trying to get a little bit aggressive. That delay from that Molly is going to work out in their favor as Cloudy does take out Dan on the A site. And now he's looking and hunting, trying to find another. And
Oh,
Lucas from middle through the back
just
of the head of
unaware.
Deserve Lost.
Not sure what happened. That has to be a lack of communication, thinking somebody's watching his connector, but absolutely nobody is. And Phantom Sense awarded so much space on this map.
Just a strong showing here from Phantom Sense. AJN does a little bit to bring them back, but I think they might be looking to start a save very shortly unless they can find something.
It's going to be up to Feedly, but Shiraz puts an end to that. So AJN going to be looking for a save. So great time to grab a water, join the raffle. AJN spots the elbow of this default player. He is going to have a look, and I'm quite surprised that he is, to be completely honest, as he's spotted. His position's known. It's just only a matter of time before someone peeks and takes his head off. No, he's actually allowed to leave now. Like I said, grab a water, join the raffle, follow Momo
Oh,
CS2 on Twitter.
oh, oh. Oh, no, he's going into apartments. I thought they were about to find each other in T-spawn.
Maybe, but
Oh,
they still might because
oh.
Shiraz here hunting. They know that there's something going on. Man, not wanting anything to escape. Truly forcing UBC Elite on a awkward buy. Looks like FAMAS M4 op. Not as awkward as I thought it would be, but forcing into this situation. If you lose here, you're putting yourself in a really bad spot.
Yeah, if they lose here, I think we're looking at a potential 9-3 half. So Dan's gonna have to come alive with this op. We saw him last map. He has to show it now. He spots the head on a little bit of a jumpy there. Top mid, but the nades are just
Oh,
raining down.
and
He's
the
been hit with
molly.
4 pieces of utility so far this round. He's down to 32 miraculously,
And
but
then
Lurk
Lurk
finishes them
finishes
off.
him. Glimpses of Timmy coming in for Dan.
And that's just a lot of bullets being sprayed back and forth. Vitaly does end up winning that fight onto Lurk. And Shiraz with this beautiful flip side AK. One of my favorite teams back in the day. Do some work.
And Warren playing the smoke. It's going to get really awkward as he heard the footstep. So he knows someone's on the other side of this, but actually the player's going to slow walk out of here, just playing with Warden's brain. And now it's all up to Deserve. And I believe Fetally, two star players for UBC Elite who have put in the most.
Have a decent potential crossfire here as Fetally does start to probe out. He gets one. Deserve, you needed to activate on there, but it's actually just going to be full on bait as he gets one, but now he's going to be stuck under Palace, and he does go down to Lucas and Warren. Just in this 1v2, he has a kit, he has a smoke, but it's only an MP9 in hand.
He knows where this player is, and the MP9 can be really dangerous. Able to upgrade to an AK if he likes, but no, just taking the aggression to him while the other guy's planning. Gosha stays strong, picks up Dan's op.
Yeah, he wanted
like
to try and beat that utility, see if he can swing when he's still resetting. Just a little bit too slow.
We said if UBC lose that round, we wouldn't be surprised if this goes 9-3 because the economic situation that you're in now is actually a horrendous one. Oh, this player's going to eat the nade potentially just a little early.
Yeah, but it's a little bit of an apps rush. Shiraz is good for one. The trade's looking for more. And it's going to be a little bit of kills. It's actually going to be a lot more kills than I was expecting. It's a 3v3 right now. The bomb is running very swiftly over to the A bomb site.
I think your best bet's to save these AKs. Pull out of this round while you can. I know you're in a 3v3, but actually, the rotation's going to be halted.
They knew Deserve got this kill in Palace, so I don't even know completely why they decided to fall out of apps if the kills were on both sides of the map.
I think they felt a lot more pressure because Dan came from lower as the apartment push happened. So it was the illusion like it was a 5-man rush, even though Deserve was able to get a kill on the other side of the map. And now UBC is able to sniff this one out, but if Dan peeks too soon, he is going to lose his head. But it's actually Shiraz who gets right off the angle. Lucas able to trade him out, but now it's a 2v2. AGN sitting on bench with a 5-7.
Yeah, he has to try to play this ratty. One should be bouncing around Carr, and he doesn't get it in time. Lucas gets the pick. The bomb's still going to be planted safe. Deserving this 1v2. He does have an AK-47. You got one on bench and the one planter. You have the info you need, especially when that happens. But Lucas, his AK happens. It's 7 on the board for them.
Man, just really awkward stuff. AJN Crosshair getting stuck in between two people, unsure if he wanted to get the person close to him or the planter that you saw last second. I think I said that backwards actually. He saw the planter and then the person right next to him, and it was just too late to make any decision.
Yeah, it's going to be a good buy with most of your utility here from UBC. They need to make something happen. There's 3 playing up close at a main here, Deserve. You do halt them, though.
And the nades and utils starting to come in. Fetally taking a lot of nades to the face. Dropped to 41 HP, but able to re-smoke this position.
Good set amount of util. Look at the util for Phantom Sense. They only got 2 smokes remaining in this round.
Yeah, the block utility has been really nice from UBC so far. Deserve loss starting to get antsy. Here's the utility starting to pop.
And Deserve is just in this corner. It needs to be a bait and switch. Fiedley has to be the first activation, but he's actually not there anymore. Deserve goes down, Dan as well. And now Fiedley activating with just 2. And now this 3v2 is going to happen, but out through the smoke. But out of the round is AJN, as Warren is now in this 1v3. He goes down to Gosha. It's 8 on the board. Phantom really running away with this half, and I think 9, just like we predicted, is about to happen.
Yeah, and you're getting glimpses of what happened on Ancient. UBC looking so disconnected here. They haven't been able to pick up a round since it's been true gun rounds. They were able to win the skirmish in the beginning when both teams were trading blows back and forth, but ever since then, Phantom Sense really finding a great opportunity to run away with this game.
Round number 12. Your util's not good. Your weaponry is even worse. And there's only one on the main B. You still have your help from Cat. And Warren is just here to jump spot. Interesting round to call the B exec, especially when you know they're down a little bit. The util stalls them out just enough, and that might push Phantom Sense to a little bit more of a safe exec.
Yeah, and AJ and actually hearing one of the players in apps sounded like run away. So you could call off one player from B. You do not need 3 here. At least not yet. As the rotate's not fully happening. It looks like they just wanted to get 2 angles on this from Cat and from apps.
That might be a good play to reposition. You know, the util is definitely really light here. Cloudy gets dinked. They are checking all their angles, and now it's just going to be the full pressure onto B. Dan with a nice opener, but Cloudy takes him. AJ goes for 2, and Warren gets the 1 in apps, and now it's only going to be Shiraz left in this round for Phantom Sense. He is by himself. He needs to be a hero, and the hero is not here today. UBC take 4. It's a rough half, but that's good confidence.
Yeah, I mean, that could spark something for UBC. The Deagle of AJN finding 2 kills whenever he ate a nade before even one of them swung. Just 2 clean shots. Saves the round for UBC. So we were absolutely incorrect about the 9-3. UBC showing life at the end of that half with poor weaponry. And if they can win the pistol round, it's MR12 obviously. These games can flip in a snap of a finger.
Yeah, if this pistol goes the way of UBC, we'll have a brand new game on our hands. They are looking to collect in these apartments. And Cloudy does spot the information, but the commitment is not there. And that's more information. Dan, he's actually completely by himself on this. He is going for the full bait, and he's going for the full cutoff. He knows there's 1 in window. That should be enough info to telegraph that there should be only 2 on B at this moment.
Yeah, Dan's given so much space to work with for the lone survivor here. Still 70 HP, and he could actually, if he would have made that jump, been in a good position just to fight Lurk.
I don't know what's going on here. Dan does take out Shiraz, and still only 2 on B for the CT side. But it's Lurk getting 2 kills.
But Dan from Market.
Yeah, it's the big play. It's the big Lurk that happened. And now Lucas and Gosha gonna be the last remaining, as Gosha does take out Dan.
Lucas so far away, having to run up quickly to Cat.
There's no kits in hand, but the kit is on Catwalk. And he is going to be running by it, but Warren takes him down before he can collect. Now it's just going to be Gosha in this 1v1, but AJN says, sit down. This is my game. This is my round. And we're going to be taking the next few because I'm feeling it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We've seen second round go crazy this map. Congratulations to Yi for winning the halftime draw.
What does Gay need skins for, man?
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't. He's a controversial figure.
Oh my god.
Cloudy.
No controversy in that as he just smacks down Warren.
No, not at all. And that's how these second round conversions have been getting flipped. I mean, UBC have won both pistols this game, but if they fail to convert here, that'd be twice that they failed to convert the second round as Shiraz almost finds one with his deagle.
And that's why you want to be careful. You don't want to give too many
Oh,
1v1s when you're in an anti-eco. At any moment's notice, any accidental flick, any accidental peek could get a kill. And you don't want to overcommit. And Lucas gets one. Gosha gets another. It's a
no
2v2
way.
here. And now just a 1v1. AJN, your teammates need you. But
gets
you
it.
are not there as Gosha gets the one dig to end that round.
These deagle plays have been insane this game. It's Gosha. It was AJN at the half. But man, you really wanted to put it together. A nice string of rounds if you're UBC Elite, and just like that, your conversion once again gets ruined. But this is a situation that you know of. You've won this round before with the weaponry that you have. Are you able to do it again?
It's going to be very tough for them to climb, especially with Shiraz getting that opener. We are looking at a potential 10th round on the board of Phantom Sense, unless UBC has anything to say about that. Reserve opens it up onto A, but it's the spray from Gosha, the hero of last round, looking for the last, but AJN with the deagle.
Asking for a little too much that round. AJN been hot with the deagle, but whenever you have two people swinging it with M4s, it's really hard to get anything going. And with the economy of UBC, there's really not much you can do here. I think I'm going to say it early. I think we're going to get a map 3. I think we're going to see Nuke. Phantom Sense is in full control of this map so far.
They have been in control. Stuck on these Glocks is UBC. And they really don't have a hope. They're going to likely concede 11 to Phantom Sense. They're going to be fighting an uphill battle the rest of this game.
This boost in the window, not really going to be able to find anything. And right when I say that, Lucas flicks his mouse away right at the last second, almost gets taken down, but he finds Deserve. Will he expect Feedly here, though?
Ooh,
He
I
absolutely
thought
does.
Feedly was going to get the timing. Lurk is good for another. Gosha takes out AJN, and now it's just going to be Warren as the last man remaining in this round, just crab walking through T-spawn.
That's the ugliest view model I think I've seen.
I hate CS2 and the fact that you can't default your spectators view model.
I want to thank everyone for watching this. This has been a great set of maps here. UBC faces adversity, about to be down 11-5. Is there a way that they can pull off the comeback? Shiraz kills Warren. Or will we see map 3 go to Nuke in a nail-biter fashion, as it seems to be every time we cast a best of 3?
I feel like I've seen so much nuke between all the times that we have casted together, as well as some other games that I was watching yesterday. And now here we are, 11-5, round number 17. UBC look to climb back, but Shiraz puts the bullet through Warren.
Really nice teamwork, having his teammate blow up in the smoke not once but twice, helping him find the kill, but Deserve able to trade it back. Lucas doing a good job in the connector area, getting the kill through the smoke.
And Dan being a little bit of a freak, running through the smoke and connector, making it interesting, as the spacing is going to be awkward for Gosha, but somehow gets one. I think they might, but no, they're not going to be good for another. AJN and Feedly do have the sight in this 2v2. The remaining players are both going to be in window here from Phantom Sense. And this is going to get spicy. It's the double CT control with the bomb planted for CT. We do see 2 smokes on the hands of Cloudy and Shiraz with defuse kits. And AJN's going to look to get a little bit active. He is not going to get the spray. And now Feedly has to be clutch, has to be huge. The utility is not in his advantage, and the health is not either, as it's going to be match point as Phantom takes 12.
Yeah, another questionable decision for UBC when planting the bomb. I would have really liked to see a player go Palace and the player stick CT. I know you're kind of separated there, but you had your success on Dust 2 by playing weird, and I think you needed to go back to playing weird. Do something that they're not going to expect. And if you do decide to go double CT, then stay double CT.
Yeah, it seemed like AJN started to second guess himself a little bit there. It almost caught the player on Phantom Sense off guard, but it just was not enough. But we'll see if these 4 AKs and Galil are going to be enough. But the utility, the flashbangs are going to help out. But no, it's going to be Warren and Deserve getting big kills in that trade situation. And now Feedly actually as well. It's a 4v2 out of nowhere advantage here for UBC.
Yeah, they're not out of this just yet. Player and apps could look to disrupt this whole round. Shiraz rare miss shot. Cloudy's now spotted, so they should be able to plant away from him. But Shiraz
Yeah.
and Cloudy both converting on kills, making this a 2v2 situation.
Yeah, but Dan does take out Shiraz, and now there's only one place that they will need to look. Cloudy's going to have a long drop here. As long as they watch the apartments, as long as they see where he is, Dan closes it out. It's 6 on the board. 6 more to go, UBC.
UBC is making every round stressful. Dan standing in no man's land, electing to go for the fight there when his backup was located on arches. Could have gotten awkward really fast as we've seen it has before. UBC able to convert that round and stay alive in this game, but still have a long climb to make if they want to pull themselves back into Mirage.
Yes, they do. And it is going to be a tough battle, but they are looking to set up a play over here towards A. And actually, I think we're going to be seeing everyone but one move towards A main, and that Molly's going to stall. It's going to split. A little bit of delay on this push. It's only 1-for-1 to open. This mid player has to do something, but Lucas does take him out. And now here we are,
so
only
hurt.
3 remaining for UBC. So much damage. Deserve does take Lucas. And man, it's just stalling. The bomb's going to go down for CT. One is in the back of CT. We need UBC to take control of CT. And Dan's looking. He wants it. He knows that the play needs to come from him. But oh my
No way
goodness,
they
Gosha
overlooked
is
this.
sitting way in the back.
Yeah, he's 5 HP, but if he catches the timing here, it could be huge.
Could. He needs his players to activate first. Pull a little bit of the crosshair off. And actually the timing does go for Gosha. It does get traded out, but that's the Opera going down. And that's Deserve going down as well. Phantom Sense are going to get 13, and they're going to send it to map number 3.
What a map from Phantom Sense. After being down on Dust 2, losing map 1, able to pull it back in their map pick. Gosha doing a really nice job, 16 and 10, just to play his life there and finding that awkward timing onto Dan. And yeah, we have map 3, Lucas really activating that game and being the star player Phantom Sense needed.
Yeah, I feel like we're getting able to see the players that we're not used to seeing on this Phantom Sense team. Gosha and Lucas, I know we always see them get kills, but I don't think we were expecting them to get as kills as much as they did on this map. They absolutely torched.
In a quiet game from Warren, we saw Dust 2, everyone on the side of UBC was activating, and it was a team win. And that just shows whenever one piece falls off, how much it can really affect the team. So he's going to have to get his head right for map 3. But with that being said, we are going to cut to a quick break before we jump in to Nuke.
And here we are, the starting for the final map of the Cascadia Cup, brought to you by METASTACK and Blob Productions. Here we are, Phantom Sense starting on the CT side as UBC does have the HUD in the backwards position. Phantom Sense are actually going to be on the T side. They do start off with this lead in a 5v3. Cloudy, Lurk, y'all getting kills, and now it's only going to be Feedly and Deserve Lost on the UBC side as the last players remaining.
Yeah, really nice kill by Deserve. But absolutely no way of getting back into this round. Sorry, yeah, the HUD is backwards, isn't it? Right? I'm not crazy. You said that?
Yeah, the HUD is backwards.
That's what I thought. I was like, Cloudy. Also, if EA forfeits the prize, I'll take it.
Yeah, I think you deserve that win. Lucas does take out Feedly at the end of the round. And it's going to be a 1-0 start here for Phantom Sense.
Yep, if you are UBC, you need to work on your ABCs. And by that, I mean your fundamentals. You're going to have to go out, as we see an early timeout. It says from Phantom Sense, but I don't believe that. It looks like it's coming from the CT side. So I'd imagine UBC calling a timeout. We are jumping right into it.
Yes, we are. The T side right now for Phantom Sense. It is a good start for them with that pistol round. You do want to work on stabilizing your economy. We know how rough the economy can get here for the CT side. So as long as you take control, Deserve does open up into Lurk, which
1
makes
HP.
things a little bit right now.
Warn without warning, eating that nade. I don't know how Deserve won that fight, though. They blew up in the smoke expecting him, and the 5-7 is just so balanced. And now Luke is taken down to 3.
That's going to be tough. I know Warren and Deserve are dinked as well, but I'd still like my chances here if I am UBC Elite. That being said, the kill does go through, and now it's only going to be a 3v3. The HUD is back in working order. Pistol still in hand for UBC.
And it all kind of depends on the value that Lucas is able to find. If he finds nothing, this round could very easily swing in the way of UBC. Warren is also sitting on low HP, as you said.
Yeah, Phantom Sense just playing this cautiously. They do not want to throw away around here on the T side, especially on your anti-ecos. They're going to go ahead and plant it on A, play and collect together. Cloudy does take out Feedly. He does get another onto AJN. It's just going to be one more remaining in Mini, and he's good for the 3-piece.
Look at that cinematic camera as we got to see Phantom Sense departing the bomb site and arriving into the third round with a second round win. My prediction was if this went to nuke, that Phantom Sense was going to run away with it.
Yeah, and this is when you're really tested. 3-map series going all the way. It takes a lot of stamina, a lot of endurance. And if people are getting tired, this is when you can see things really get weird here. Lucas is on low HP, but AJN is as well. Lucas does take out Zan.
Wasn't there a player in Squeaky? Yeah, if AJN would have swung, he would have actually had the timing. Not expecting him to already be on that side just like that. And Feedly finding Lurk.
Yeah, those Those are two big quick kick kills. Rapidly going across. Deserve does take one, but Lucas and Gosha even it out. It's 2v2. Lucas on low HP, but you still have the bodies here to make something happen. It's being planted for decon. And a smoke on site just to get Ratty enough. And now the flash is here, coming from the CT side, but Gosha takes advantage of the timing on the reset. And now Warren is going to be the last player here in the 1v2. He's looking. He knows that the one's there. He's not sure where the second. Closes the door on himself, and Gosha takes him. 3-0 is the start.
I would have really liked to see those two CTs grouped up. Yeah, you had to play that together, to be completely honest. But you want to talk about two quick kills in succession. Gosha and Luke. It was Luke, right? I believe it was Lucas. Fighting the two frags, like, instantly.
Now here we are, another save round here coming in from UBC, and this is what we talk about, why the CT side and losing those pistols is so tough. You've only had one gun round this game, and you are staring a 4-0 deficit in the face. But
Dan not having any of it.
yeah, he's not having any of it. He puts the bullet in the face of Lucas, the star player right now for Phantom Sense, but Shiraz evens out the board, takes a kill onto Fideli.
And Tan actually finds Shiraz. What?
And
it gets the up against Cloudy.
I have no idea how he's getting all these
way.
kills, and Warren gets the last. Out of nowhere, 2 Deagle kills, 2 alt kills from Dan. Some kind of heroics. Shiraz was watching that angle. I don't even know how it happened.
I mean, that's what you said. Map 3, things could get a little sloppy. Some weird things could happen. And the heroics by Dan ensures that his team is not looking down the 0-4 deficit. But you need to convert off that. You need to get some momentum going. It can't be one of those halves where you just win one round here, one round there. You need to string together some rounds. CT side nuke is your domain.
Yeah, now the kills. The aggro is happening. 2 for 2 here on the initial A push. Fideli does pop the smoke, but popping is his head as Gosha takes him down, and Deserve goes out, gets a spray transfer, looking for the third. He wants it. He's hungry. Cloudy gets him, but the nade might not do anything as Dan looks to find, looks to hide, but no! It's going to be Cloudy biting back 4-1 now in this game.
Dan had a molly too. He could have threw that. He saw the player go to the right side of hut. He could have threw the molly and tapped the bomb. Electing to just go with the quick scope.
That is tough. Luckily, 3 players did remain on that eco round that they won, so they're able to buy just enough in this one. But it's another situation we talked about earlier. If they lose it, they'll be in a very tough spot.
Spamming through the smoke, AJN. Actually finding a target, Honda Lucas. I was about to say he hasn't found anything. Of course, right whenever I say something, he proves me wrong.
It's the nature of the game. I mean, best of 3s, full 3 maps, especially late games like this. That's when you see the real test come out. That's when you see the randomness come out. Phantom Sense being an advanced team, they are playing best of 3s pretty regularly. UBC, I'm not so much sure how much experience they have on a format such as this. Shiraz does take a kill onto AJN, but Dan bites back on the other side of the map. Shiraz now has to get way more aggressive here, and that flash is going to go behind him. Doesn't take advantage of that peek, though. Now Fideli takes down Cloudy. Gosha and Shiraz are going to be the last players remaining here for Phantom Sense. Gosha takes down Warren. And this is their chance to activate. This is their chance to wake up. But Fideli feeling himself once again. And now it's just going to be Dan versus Shiraz. The op battle that we've been waiting to see. They haven't had too much contact so far in this series. Shiraz is going to be planting in lower for that double door, but the player swings out. It's deserving that round. 2 on the board for UBC.
I mean, these hoppers trading blows on the opposite side of the maps. You're absolutely right. We haven't really been able to see them go head to head. You think you will see that outside, but the way that UBC plays, very unorthodox. So Dan moving in multiple positions.
Yeah, when you need your opper to be mobile, you need him putting pressure on all sides of the map. You need to make sure that they don't know where he's going to be at any given time, and they're doing just that. A little flashbang. It does take him out, but the kill's still on the board for AJN and Deserve. And yeah, only losing 1 player. That's huge for UBC.
I really like what I saw, and I meant to ask this question earlier, but it feels like every time we see a player play up close, they always have an A1S in their hand. If you plan on playing up close, buy the A4. Give yourself an extra 10 bullets so you can spam through a smoke, or you can whiff a little bit of a spray. Still have enough bullets to at least get 2. Like we saw there, provided so much value.
You're definitely right. It should have been an A4 playing up close, but they probably just looked to buy it a lot, and the call was made a little bit late. Cloudy running through this smoke. They're trying to find him with these blown up nades. Cloudy opens it up onto AJN. They're running down through Secret. It's a whole gaggle of Phantom Sense players as they're progressing. Deserve kind of in the open. That double door opening. Gonna make it uncomfortable, but on the other side, Feedly gets 3. Out of nowhere on the opposite side of the map, Feedly takes 3 players from Phantom Sense down, and now it's lurking, just like his namesake in this 1v3. Only 15 HP. And this is tough. This is bleak. I think we're looking at 4 all tied up, but Lurk somehow is given a 1v1 onto Warren.
Yeah, this Vent player quickly changing his mind on swinging him. Already losing 1 in the situation. Don't let him find 2. Deserve 46 HP now.
Yeah, you can't overcommit. He baits, and Dan, bait and switch, gets the kill.
3 rounds in a row. Very much needed on the side of UBC. Like we said, if they would have just won that 6th round and lost the next, it would all be for naught. Stringing together the rounds and giving themselves a fighting chance.
Yes, they are, and the bye is not good for Phantom Sense. I know 4 rounds and even potentially 5 or 6 is really good on the T side here for Phantom.
The timing.
But you gotta be feeling yourself if you're UBC. Dan opens it up onto Lucas. At Cloudy from the sky sends a bullet with that scout through the head of Dan.
Cloudy in the sky.
Cloudy does go down to AJN, Gosha, Shiraz, Lurk. Who are the last 3 players remaining on this half bye. Feedly does get Shiraz. Feedly, man, I feel like we've been talking about him so much. But as we say that, Gosha's good for 1. He wants another, but does go down. It's going to be a 5th on the board. UBC take the first lead of this 3rd map.
Yeah, the 2-punch combo that UBC has that has been consistent all tournament long has been Deserved and Feedly. So we see a timeout now called on the side of Phantom Sense. Things are starting to get out of hand. You've lost 5 rounds in a row. How do you stop the bleeding?
I wouldn't even know how at this point. It's just so tough. You're going to be able to bring AKs into this. I imagine you want to play outside, but it just... how UBC is playing right now, it's really just suffocating Phantom.
I think they are going to go fast A here. We've seen success whenever a team is almost down and out with a fast A hit. That's the one that usually sparks the offense.
Well, Phantom Sense are definitely going to need a spark here. They're moving, and we'll see what's going to happen. The bomb is lurking. They're setting some outside smokes once again. You want to do that all the time in default, but it looks like the presence here is inside. But actually, 2 players on Marshmallow.
Yeah, they're gonna try to hit it from many and hit it from Hut.
Yeah, Cloudy dropping through that smoke already in mini and already catching Warren off guard, but Feedly gets a kill and he goes down after only 1. He was the player you needed, but deserved.
Oh, Alvin, damn!
Dan with that no scope. And now we're looking, we're cooking, and the kills are going back and forth, but Gosha and Cloudy do close it out.
Like I said, it wasn't the directly all 5 rush from Hut and Squeaky. I did like that they spread themselves out with a quick mini play, dropping through the smoke, breathing life into the Phantom Sense offense.
Yeah, good little change of pace, just as you predicted there, Momo. And now, in this 5v5, this 11th round, with as close as it can be, we will see who is going to make it happen. AJN makes the 5-7 work. We've seen a lot of kills so far. This series come from 5-7. Shiraz does take him out eventually. But Warren with a little bit of support. Now it's only 3 players remaining from the T side. Make it only 2 players remaining from the T side. It's Cloudy and Gosha.
Also, AJN goes down after finding the 5-7 kills. He had an M4. I imagine he didn't have any bullets, because why else would he be using your 5-7 there in that situation?
Sometimes you just gotta be a little weirdo.
Well,
Do what you
UBC's good
can
at
with that spam of that 5-7. Cloudy gets a kill onto Feedly. This is not what you want to do. You do not want to be giving kills out for free when you're up 2 members. And now there's 2 players on low HP for UBC. That could be important as the time winds down as they do progress towards B.
Yeah, Dan,
Dan's
12
just waiting
HP.
for that. Yeah, he's waiting for that info. Takes down Gosha. And I believe that was the planner.
Oh,
And Dan somehow from range takes down Cloudy. 6 on the board for UBC.
what did Dan kill Cloudy with from range?
Huh?
What did he kill him with? How did Dan kill Cloudy? What gun?
That 5-7.
The 5-7.
Amazing 5-7.
It can do it all. Up close, from far away. It's not overtuned at all, Valve. $500, such a fair price for it.
I love my 5-7. Lucas is going to be the only player with an AK here for the Phantom Sense side. Phantom Sense started this game off so strong. And now it's looking a little bleak for them. Warren gets a kill. AJN as well. AJN with 2. And now it's only going to be Cloudy and Gosha once again. Nades being bounced back and forth between the teams. Dan with another no-scope on to Gosha. Cloudy wants to go up to heaven. Takes him down with a Tech 9. It's Feedly. It's M4 that you're going to pick up. But Dan shutting Cloudy down. Shutting the Dream down. 7-5. UBC are going into the next half.
Yeah, Dan doing a really nice job there. I mean, really nice job that half. Just dancing around. Is this a timeout immediately?
Is it a tech? We're
I
looking at
think it's
2
a
minutes.
tech. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a tech pause coming in. So T-Noodle, give our sponsors one last thanks.
Yeah, so now we are going into the last half of map 3 of the Cascadia Cup, which has been brought to us by METASTACK and Blob Productions. two partners that have put this great event for us together. Shout out to everyone who has been here to support, everyone who has played. It's been a wonderful 2 days, and here we go. Round number 13 of map number 3.
On a map like Nuke, 5 rounds on the T side.
This is
It's not the worst.
crazy. Only spot here is from heaven. And it's a slow move here. Making presence towards secret. And AJN wants to do a little bit of backstab here from Hut. I'm not really sure what the game plan is here, but AJN does take out Lurk, and Warren takes Lucas. They are looking to man up, but Shiraz gets a second kill on this round. It's being planted at A for Mini. This is big. Shiraz was actually on the other side of the silo. Very close together. He's jiggling. He's looking. He doesn't know which way to turn, but Gosha takes out Warren. And now Shiraz with the third kill onto this round. They are going to start the defuse, but Dan raining from above. He gets 2. He's looking for the third. He gets it with the triple. UBC, they're on to 8.
I didn't even know Dan was up there, and I had the map. He snuck around. I thought he was playing the mini position, but no, catching everyone by surprise, us included. Rains from above and clutches the 1v3. A must-win round for Phantom Sense.
And now we are here into this next round. All rifles here on the side of UBC, and we do see a complete save here from Phantom Sense. This is different than what we've seen in these last few games. Everyone always looks to buy back in these opposing rounds. But they're playing this a little bit more cautious. They don't want to give too much. And that's sprayed through the wall. AJN, Warren commits for 2. And coming through the vent, but there's no accuracy on a ladder. Now Lucas is the last man alive for Phantom Sense, is spamming away with his deagle. But actually, that might
I was gonna say, I think that was one of the UBC players spamming. But I do like the decision from Phantom Sense not to buy back into this round, because you did have that round that you could give. Obviously, this is such an important gun round coming up. But 4-round deficits in CS2 are brought back like it's nothing.
Yeah, I mean, 4 rounds, I mean, it is nothing. There's really not much to it. I mean, back in the CSGO days, you'd finish a half 11-4, you lose pistol round, and suddenly it's 11-7. That's a real game. That's a close game. And that's what we have here, 9-5. It's close. I know UBC was wanting to feel confident, but you just got to keep playing your game. You cannot let Phantom Sense back into it.
Lurk has a big job here, holding down the ramp position. Needs to find 2 at least. Finds 1 on Warren. It's gonna Molly come in.
Shiraz has to make it big with this op. Has to cut it off. The util is going down, raining down onto B. They are planting an open. They are going to have 4 alive for this post plant. And this is going to be a very tough hold. But I think it's a hold that they are willing to do. But Lucas opening it up big onto Dan. And now Feedly trying to get the kills, but Lurk and Cloudy get them themselves. And Feedly has 2 on this round. He's going to need an ace, but Shiraz says no.
Sigh of relief from Phantom Sense. It's always scary whenever you're having to give up the bomb site. And those 5v4 retakes can swing in any direction. But nice job from Phantom Sense, doubling up and trading off each other. Only losing 2 players that round as well, so the economy is going to get to grow a little bit more.
It's going to be good for them. Very tough here for UBC. It's another gun round, but this will be the last one before they have to save if they do not get this round.
It looks like just default coming in for UBC.
And that's a big kill here from Lucas onto Feedly through the edge of that smoke. And Lurk gets another kill, but Deserve Trades back a little bit. Not where they want to be, but better than it was before. AJN with a nice pick onto Gosha. Now Cloudy isolated in this mini position. Does swing out and snipes down AJN.
Yeah, but the hit's going to be on the B bomb site here. I believe it's only one player to beat.
They need to get this kill. They need to get this first chance here. Think they might have wasted their molly there. I know you just wanted to take that 1v1 as early as you could. And this flash. Another piece of utility that could have been used elsewhere. Lucas swinging up. Does get one. It's going to be Warren now in this 1v2. The bomb is smoked. The bomb is stuck. And he is not planting. He's not defusing. He's not shooting in the right spot. And the bomb gets defused. It's going to be Cloudy on the Ninja. And Cloudy on the kill. And Phantom on the 7.
I swore before the smoke fully bloomed, I could have sworn he caught the wire. I thought he was going to be able to line that one up. But just like we talked about yesterday, whenever the smokes go down, just like me and you, a little bit of panic and Warren. Phantom Sense starting to make the comeback as you see the economy for UBC's Tech-9s and Deagles. They're all they have right now to win this round.
Yeah, it's going to be very tough for them. But it's a nice kill from Dan with that Deagle. Still a 4v4, make it a 4v3, make it a 4v2. Somehow UBC has the lead in this round. Shiraz has to come alive. He is the impact player. The bomb is going down A. What to do? What to do? Phantom, you can't lose like this. And now Shiraz climbing to the top of heaven. Not committing to the full fight is UBC. And yeah, they're going to be falling out of this one. I think they're looking to play another day as they're running back towards CT spawn. And the Tech-9. Oh no, don't commit too much. Don't commit too much. What are you guys doing? You had them on the save. They're still saving.
It looks like someone's going to give it a go just in case.
He goes onto the side. He's starting to stick it. The Tech-9 gets the kill. He picks up the M4. And
Shiraz kills himself. They lose the app.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Again, map 3, long night, late night. Getting a little sloppy by both teams here. But a lot of missed shots that round you have to point out from Shiraz. And I think that's what really opened up the A-bomb site. Not having the Opper be able to rotate into heaven. Because he was so distracted by Dan outside in garage.
The distractions were there. They committed a little bit too much to prevent that save. But now Dan, being a freak, takes down Shiraz. And I'm pretty sure I bit my lip. That was so intense. But it's okay. As UBC is looking to play aggressive. However, Lurk and Cloudy look to change the tide for the side of Phantom Sense.
Dan, so impactful this game.
He wants this. He wants the Cascadia Cup. AJN planting the bomb open for the double door. And they feel good about this post-plant situation. Deserve taking down Lucas. Cloudy popping through the smoke, but Deserve popping through the head. And now it's just going to be Gosha as the last man alive. 1v3 with the MP9. I don't really see it possible, and he doesn't either. It's going to be 11, guys. UBC, your hometown team, are going to 11.
Yeah, this is absolutely wild. If you ever wanted to see how good your hometown team really is, just go ahead and host a Cascadia Cup and win it for yourselves. As AJN even able to, off the top rope, find Gosha, shooting the body. Complete disrespect here. 7-11.
Yeah, this is twice now that Phantom Sense have really wanted to save to bring something into the following round, and they couldn't. And that, look at what that did to them. I don't know if that would have allowed a buy, but man, it definitely doesn't allow it now. They are on 5 pistols. UBC, please play this cautiously. You have match point in your grasp.
Absolutely, you have Phantom Sense on the ropes. All you have to do is close it out. We're a couple punches away. redeeming yourselves champions. Playing close to the smoke, it's Lucas. Someone who's made an impact all tournament long. With the 5-7. Only
Oh,
good for
yeah.
one there.
Yeah, it is very lucky. Dan was there to catch him. Only good for one. I mean, that's still big, but it could have been a lot worse here for UBC. And AJN taking out Cloudy. This is what we talked about. They're trying to muster up what energy they have to play this cautiously. They're playing the range against these pistols.
And the Zeus
And
so
deserve.
far away from Gosha. Just trying to
Yeah.
make anything work as Shiraz with the deagle gets the body tag. Spamming through the smoke, not finding anything. Surely UBC will go to match point. Before that happens,
They're looking. Lurk is the last player alive. Takes down Warren. That is an AK in your grasp. You want to grab that. Your guys' money is not good even after this save. You need that AK going into this next round if you want to come back in this one.
he picks
He's
up
going
the
to have
AK.
the timing. Takes down Dan. Oh, come on. You do not need to hide on this one. You want to hunt. It doesn't matter if you die. You can take it. It doesn't matter because you need to come out. Lurk, though, getting some confidence with that 3K.
What does confidence get you, though? What you desperately need, Phantom Synths, is round wins. You can have all the confidence in the world. As soon as UBC gets 13, your hopes at the championship is over.
12-7 is the game. Phantom Sense was who was predicted to win this in this best of 3. They are up against the wall. 5 match points is what they face. 1 defuse kit on the board, 1 MP9, 3 M4s, 1 AK. It is for the marbles. You need to dig deep.
UBC's hearts racing here. You have a chance to knock down the tournament favorite after Rain Above, after you knocked Rain Above to lower bracket, after Phantom Sense knocked you to lower bracket, 13-1 on Ancient.
Now
Nobody
we're looking in
believed.
this round. A minute 10 left in it. The nade is going to do a lot of damage. Lurk gets the opening pick onto Deserve. It's the stall, which is going to make things awkward. Feedly gets a trade, but Lucas bites back, and now it's going to be a 4v2 advantage. Phantom Sense want to take control. They want to get a grasp on this one.
This positioning by Feedly could be really strong.
Where are the A players? Where could they be? Feedly gets the bomb dropped from the heavens. He's planning. Dan has to be big. 1 player arriving up from vent. 1 player in hut. Dan is going to have to be the difference maker. Feedly, though, opening that one. And now it's going to be Dan looking for the spot. Misses that shot. Hopefully that doesn't hurt him. Hopefully that doesn't haunt them. And it does, because Cloudy and Lucas get the kills. And it's going to be 8 for Phantom.
Really nice job by Lurk, finding 2 towards ramp. Lucas and Cloudy cleaning up the rest of the round. But you are 4 rounds back, and it feels like a mile.
Keeping 3 alive. You're going to be able to go into this next round with a really good buy once again. And actually, look at the money for UBC. These rounds have been so close. After winning 3 rounds in a row and you only lose 1, you're already going to be having to save.
Right? But do you think we saw Foxtrot close out Nuke on a save round of their own, and these A hits can be super dangerous if they're pulled off just right.
And here we are. They're running through hut, running into a funnel, but AJN and Warren with the P250s. They do get the kills. Shiraz does get one onto Warren. It's still going to be a tough round for UBC, but it's very possible. They have the site control. And now it's going to be Lucas, Shiraz, Lurk all playing for this retake. Raining down with that nade. Lurk gets one. Looking for another.
Missed
Only one
shot.
remaining. Deserve in the back of the silo. You have a chance. 1v1 in the close. You get a shot onto Lucas. Oh no. You want this. You're hungry. You got to swing. You got to make this Tech 9 work. And now it's calm. You're both dancing around the site. The time is ticking. He has the kit. He has the win. UBC win the Cascadia Cup.
What a play, dancing around the bomb site with the Tech 9. I wish we could cut to replay right there. Like I said, A site hits can get so dangerous whenever you are just on pistols for no reason at all because the spacing's so close and so personal and Tech 9s are so strong. But UBC upsets Phantom Sense and wins the Cascadia Cup.
Was just absurd. You were saying it. You were saying it's possible to win a save round, win on a save round, and they do just that. Look at the scores across the board from UBC here. I mean, they all showed up, but man, I swear Dan was just killing it this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Dan, the aggressor with the op, he did not care at all. Even if he didn't have an op, he was the first one out making plays, oftentimes alone.
Yeah, and I believe we're going to be trying to get an interview with us shortly. We're going to send it over to a quick break, just on our pause screen for a moment, and then hopefully we can get a player from the winning team over to join us in just a moment.
Are we cutting the break?
We can cut the
And
And we're
we
back.
are back. I am leading this. You said I'm leading this. You said I get to talk to him. And Dan the man, how are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
We are great. What a series that you guys just put up against Phantom Sense, one of the tournament favorites to win.
Well, what can I say? We had to get some vengeance back. After Ancient, I said, guys, don't worry. We just banned that map. Forget about it. Shiraz, the rest of them were popping off. But, Nuke's a different kind of beast. Can't be doing any of that util stacking on these kind of maps. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
no, absolutely. I was about to ask you, after losing 13-1 to Ancient, having to jump directly into another series against Ashland Academy. Ashland Esports
Esports.
Academy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ashland Esports. Sorry. So many academies, so many teams. But how were you able to kind of balance that one out and go into Dust 2 and get the dub against Ashland?
I think everyone just has a great energy on the team, to be honest. Like we're just here to have fun. It's all fun and games, I think one time we said, Shiraz more like suck my ass. Sometimes you got to hit him with it, and then they're shooting our bodies back. So it's all fair, but we're not here really to just win and practice or anything like that. We're just a fun group of guys. I played with Warren and Alf before. Philip is great too. So kind of getting to meet the new guys, subbing in last minute. There was no pressure on us. We just do what we want to do, play how we want to play. Comms were great.
So in this tournament, did you always know that you had a chance for the grand finals? We've seen Rain Above play before. Whenever you guys took down Rain Above, knocking them to lower bracket, we knew that you guys were contenders.
Nah, come on. Let's be real here. Okay, I'm the four-time late night champion. Okay, I got Overpass Anubis. I got Dusty under my belt. Okay, I actually defended one time Warren and Alf. They tried to like get this ego stack going, and I had to stop them solo, just me. That's why these guys hold me in such regard. I need a little bit of time to put down Battlefield 6, figure out why Stretch Res isn't working, get into my game, and the rest is history.
It is history. You are the Cascadia Cup champions. And I'm going to give you a little curveball off topic. Don't you think it's crazy me and T Noodle did not win one single raffle that was pulled and we signed up for all of them?
No, I mean, come on, man. You can't be raffling now. Let me tell you, you put everything on red and you just believe. In this case, we were red. We were the dark, bloody horse that was just running through these teams. You know the Grim Reaper meme? That was us. We came knocking, these teams came folding.
You
Oh
were the
man.
Grim Reaper this tournament. Every time you knocked, except the Ancient where you lost 13-1. But, we won't talk about it because every time you knocked,
Oh, come on.
you
I
were
had
the
so
dub.
many excuses for that one. Game delayed by 30 minutes. I was eating food. My teammate just woke up. I have excuses up the ladder here, man. Come on. Everybody
Well,
knows when you win, it's all you, and when you lose, it's not your fault. This is just the
Yeah,
way the
dude,
world works.
dude, I agree. I agree. I think they were cheating that ancient game too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
blatantly
dude.
walling.
Shiraz may have been, dude. Shiraz popped off. We didn't get to watch the full Ancient game, luckily for you guys.
Oh,
But
that's
man,
great.
yeah, no. What round did you guys even win?
Oh, I have no idea, but honestly, we kept running into Shiraz, and I think one time it's like, should we be flashing him? We're like, nah. Then we like triple swing him, and he killed all three. And we're like, maybe next time we flash. That was kind of how Ancient went for us. But sometimes you just got to reset, realize, okay, these guys are playing at a different level than the other teams, and then just play a map pool you're actually comfortable with.
There you
Yeah,
go.
absolutely. And I mean, congratulations, man. Before we hop off here, is there anything else you want to say?
I just want to say, how's T Noodle doing? I haven't heard him too much. How you
Dude,
doing,
I,
pal?
I'm cooked, man. That was a lot of talking in these last few games, man. That was a very intense clutch. You just had me on the edge of my seat. My hair is all
To
over
the
the
edge
place
of your
right now because I
sheet.
was pulling it. And yeah, no, you guys were just fun to watch. It was a lot of good CS to watch over the last 2 days, and just seeing the underdogs really take it to these advanced teams. I love to see that.
Thanks, man. It was a lot of fun to play. I hope to do it sometime. Maybe not as a stand-in. Maybe I'll come down. I'll take down Alpha and Warren. I'll make a little evil stack. We'll see. Be the villain. Might be fun. Who
The villain.
knows?
There you
Go
go.
back to back as the villain, turn heel. That sounds amazing, but thank you so much for your time, Dan. And once again, congratulations.
Yeah, no worries, man. I'm glad to be here. I'm gonna go pass out because I have work. I don't know what we're doing scheduling BO3s on Sunday night, guys, but all in all, I'm here every night, so might as well play. But
There you
it's
go.
almost midnight, so I gotta pass out, wake up in 5 hours. You know, get a little championship trophy, some coffee, and it's gonna be great. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And once again, big thanks for today's sponsors, Metastacks and Blob Productions, really coming in big throughout the whole tournament. And T Noodle, before we sign off, is there anything that you want to say?
No, just thank you guys for watching. All you guys being super active in the chat. That made it a lot more fun. I know Momo does appreciate it. I super appreciated it. Just being able to like banter with you guys a little bit in the chat and have a little bit of a casual environment here. And yeah, I mean, we just came on. We found out about this event through Soulmaster and everyone here who really helped put this event together. So if you did appreciate us coming out here, give us a shout on Twitter at oh my T noodle for myself and at Momo_CS2 for him. And yeah, we just enjoyed ourselves being here.
Thank you guys so much. And you guys have a great night. See you guys next time.
Thanks, everyone.